The Serpent's Venom Episode 3. What hides in the dark shadows of Haveli? Nighttime silence shattered with the crunch of gravel beneath tires. Maya stood behind the blinds, motionless. Three black SUVs rode the block, headlights low, engines purring like beasts in the dark. They've located us, she whispered. Adrian reached for his gun, his face setting in a hard line. We don't have much time. Take Samir out the back. Samir grunted, too exhausted to hurry. Maya slung his arm around her shoulder, half carrying him towards the fire exit. But before they made it, glass broke. The initial salvo of bullets tore through the safe house. Adrian returned fire, precise and swift, gaining seconds by increments. Sparks singed the walls, furniture shattered, smoke and gunpowder filled the air. Maya ducked into concealment, her thoughts working furiously. They couldn't outrun Rajiv's goons in a direct battle. She noticed the gas pipe on the kitchen wall. All it would take was one spark to make the house a weapon. Adrian, she yelled. The gas, can you ignite it? His gaze flashed to hers and understood the plan immediately. You'll have only one chance at this. They set up the crude trap together. Maya pulled Samir out the back, her lungs searing, while Adrian remained behind to make the final pull. When Rajiv's men burst through the front, a deafening blast tore the night asunder. Fire consumed the safe house, the snake's hunters consumed by flames. Maya stumbled into the alley with Samir, coughing, her ears ringing. A figure lurched out of the smoke. Adrian, alive but battered, his shirt burned. Still believe you don't need me? He croaked with a faint, bitter smile. Maya couldn't respond before Samir fell, his whisper desperate. There's more, a list, hidden. Rajiv keeps it, in the Haveli vault. His voice cracked, and his body relaxed. The explosion had hushed the hunters, but at the cost of their sole surviving eyewitness. Now the last hope rested in the vault at Rajiv's mansion. Maya tightened her fists, her voice unshaken amidst the ashes. Then the Haveli will be my next battlefield. The blaze in the safe house continued to smolder when news arrived for Rajiv. He stood in his own private room, looking at the blackened photographs of his dead men. His rage was not boisterous. It was icy, cutting, deadly. They believe they can attack me and survive. His own voice was barely a whisper, but it bore the threat of death. The snake's circle met quietly. One at a time, they shunned his gaze. Rajiv's commands were direct. Overwhelm the city. Each camera, each street, each rumor, locate my daughter. And when you find her, let her see as everything she touches is consumed by fire. In the meantime, Maya and Adrian reunited in a squalid motel on the outskirts of the city. Samir's death hung on them, but his dying words directed them, the vault within the Haveli. Adrian unrolled a rough map of the estate on the table. The Haveli is more than a mansion, it's a maze. Cameras, guards, secret passages. If the list is in that vault, we'll have to fight every inch of it. Maya's eyes were steel. I was raised there. I know its skeleton. And I know my father. He'll protect the vault more fiercely than his own life. Their strategy was risky. Adrian desired precision, clean removal. Maya desired annihilation, flame to match the serpent's venom. The conflict in the way they thought sparked flames, not only of tactics, but of something unstated which pushed hard at the borderlines of their partnership. That night, Maya sat by the window, gazing at the far silhouette of the Haveli under the moon. Adrian sat beside her, his tone gentler than previously. You know, once we go in, there's no turning back. Maya did not avert her eyes from the blackening horizon. I turned back once. When my mother screamed. I won't again. The Haveli towered in both their minds, not as a home, but as a battlefield. The Haveli loomed like a fortress of memory and threat. By day, it was Rajiv's ancestral pride. By night, it was the serpent's den, lined with secrets and protected like a kingdom. Maya and Adrian crept through the gardens in a sliver of moonlight. Each stone, each window was known to her. This was the house she had grown up in as a child, now become enemy territory. Inside, silence bore down like a heavy thing. They walked through halls of shadow and marble until they came to the study. Behind the large painting of Rajiv's father stood the vault, concealed behind an electronic lock that had steel reinforcement. Adrian knelt next to it, his instruments at the ready. This is more than money, he breathed. This is the serpent's spine. Accounts, names, operations. If we can take it, we can drain them. Maya held her pistol firm, scanning the edges. Then get on with it. My father doesn't sleep lightly. The lock creaked open. Within, piles of ledgers, encrypted drives, and files carried the serpent symbol. Among them, Maya discovered one folder labeled with one word, Astra. Her blood ran cold. It wasn't riches, it was a venture. Within lay papers detailing an offshore account financing clandestine operations, disappearances, and killings. The circle wasn't merely about finances. It was about power. Footsteps reverberated. Voices were coming. Adrian growled, "Guards. 2 minutes, possibly less." Maya jammed the files into her bag. But before they could close the vault, a voice she knew cut through the shadows. Off somewhere, Betty. Rajiv entered the study, his armed escorts on either side. His eyes shone with cold pride, not surprise, not shock. Only certainty. "I wondered how long before you'd come home to the serpent's heart." Maya raised her gun. Adrian followed suit. Father and daughter faced each other, bare truths in the silence. Rajiv smiled weakly. "Your mother thought she could break us too. Do you recall what happened to her?" The room was tense with anticipation, one breath away from flames. The Serpent's Venom Episode 4 to be continued.